It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics control the opening tip, and we're underway in downtown Boston. Jay, it feels like our heads are spinning, thinking about what the Celtics are going to put on the floor, let alone for Brad Stevens. But we look at this group, what impact it has on, say, a Jason Tatum, a Terry Rozier, and beyond.
There was a lot of talk in the offseason about what's going to happen to Jason Tatum's minutes. He was second on the team in minutes last year due to the fact that Gordon Hayward went down. But this is an abundance of talent issue for Brad Stevens and Celtics fans. You have so many interchangeable parts. Shimi Ojale can play a lot of minutes. Jason Tatum, Gordon Hayward, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Morris. The names go on and on and on with the interchangeable wings that can all defend and score. That's a great problem to have, Ed.
Like I said, our heads are spinning. Irving to Hayward. Nothing going here on that drive. Hayward, Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. Good start. He's made his first shot. Jay, would you classify him among the elites in the game, especially among wings?
It depends on what category of elite you put him in. As of right now, he will be my second-tier elite. Because when I think first-tier elite, I think Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, James Harden. I think Gordon Hayward has a chance to be there. He was on his way there before he got hurt, but time will tell.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question marks with Toronto, Kawhi Leonard, does he really want to be there? Changing up their coach, what's going on with that franchise? And the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Baseline drive. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Hayward. Irving lines it up for 2. Here's Simmons with it up top. They're down 3. Redick to Simmons. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You know, I'm going to say something that people probably won't like, but guess what? I don't care. I'm already crowning Ben Simmons as a top 5 playmaker in the league. His first true season, he had 18 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. He could finish around the rim and make everybody else around him look great. There's no doubt about it. He has all the ingredients to be the heir to the throne.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Joel Embiid. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation whether you like it or not, and is pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
Simmons. And a pass stolen by Boston. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Leads one. Marcus Morris, strong finish.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Simmons. Short jumper misses.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Boston with the basketball.
I got him.
To Jaylen Brown. Screen coming. Boston with 4 to shoot. To Rozier. Lets it fly from long range. Off the mark. To Simmons. Rozier with it. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. To Jaylen Brown. Hayward. To Marcus Morris. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark. Inside, he scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Throws it down.
The assist from number 12.
That's out. Last touch by Wilson Chandler. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. First quarter's complete. The Celtics have the lead. 1 quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Joel Embiid. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Joel Embiid looking to take his game to a completely different level after working out with one of the best trainers in the league this offseason. An all-star for the first time last year, averaging 23 points. Safe to say, no longer trust the process. Joel Embiid is the process.
McConnell trying to cash in. Johnson with a shot. Won't fall. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Jay, for one, Schrader Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but believe it or not, outside of Toronto, Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. Philadelphia wasn't able to land LeBron. LeBron James leaves Cleveland. He goes out to L.A. And Toronto, almost in a Hail Mary trade, ends up getting Kawhi Leonard. And who really knows if he wants to play there and be there emotionally for 1 year? There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
To Rozier. Has a look. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Scary Terry was born during the playoffs last year. He helped Boston achieve what many critics, including myself, thought was impossible without superstar teammates being healthy. He's a pit bull defensively, so quick laterally with a strong upper body frame and a great center of gravity. He plays with a ton of grit and determination, and that's just what you need in a depth guard who can answer the bell when called on.
Timeout Boston, as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Irving. Dario Saric. Huge block. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First one, counted. 2 for 2 on that trip. Simmons into the front court. His team up by 1. To Embiid. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Brown with it up top. He'll run the offense.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Kyrie Irving, 2 of 4 now. Kyrie Irving won a championship with Cleveland. He won a championship for Cleveland in that Game 7 at Golden State. How is he influenced as a player by that title?
Well, I thought he learned how to win at a really huge stage. But Kyrie's always been a leader of his own movement. At times, his voice may have been suppressed because of LeBron James, but there's no doubt about it. When you look at the young players on this roster, when they all rock Kyrie's, you know who the leader of the team is.
The screen sets him up for 2.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Embiid, good for 2.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Subbing in for the Boston Celtics, number 20.
Irving to Hayward. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
And would you like to be in the lead? Of course you would, but still, I like the fact that you got an open shot. Eventually, those will start going in.
Covington gets it in the right corner. To Embiid. And counted at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Celtics have it. To Horford. Flushes it home.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Embiid. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Robert Covington snatching it out of the air. So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The 76ers have the lead, but not by much. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each Here we go with the top plays from... And that can...
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. It's Ben Simmons controlling the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint production. The first half, they were great. Second half, not so much.
In the front court comes Simmons. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Well, it took a little longer than Celtics fans would have liked, but, Jay, they re-signed Marcus Smart. You look at what he brings. He's a modern-day defender with some throwback qualities as well.
He reminds me a lot of Dennis Johnson that used to play for those late Celtic teams. He's the guy that will get in your face, will pick you up full court. Even if you switch off and he's guarding the 4, he'll battle behind the 4, push him off the block. There's no doubt about it. The DNA of this team starts with Marcus Smart and also Marcus Morris. These are the 2 toughest players on the Celtics organization.
Simmons brings the ball up court to Embiid. Not that time. To Jaylen Brown. From long range. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Hayward. To Marcus Smart. Joel Embiid swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And it's Simmons with the rebound. Simmons with it. Up by 3. To Redick. Curling inside. Stuffs it down with authority.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But with all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
Shot clock winding down. Trying to cash in. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. He's 3 for 7.
You know, I just want to thank the man above for allowing a guy like Gordon Hayward, after that horrific, awful injury he had in opening night. So good to see my dude back on the floor and doing his thing, finally healthy.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Smart. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Markelle Fultz. Shot from the lane won't go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash
stuffs it down with authority.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
From the outside, no good. Off the assist.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Celtics have it. Irving. Sizing up the defense. To Irving. Here comes the screen. Not going down for him this time. There it is, Al Horford. He has struggled just a little bit, 2 for 5.
This 11-year veteran has emerged as a uniquely stabilizing force for any team he plays on. He may not ever win a prize for his fiery oratory, but his steady demeanor is part of what makes him invaluable.
Gets it in the left corner. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Smith now into the front court. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Hayward. Joel Embiid with a piece. Keeps it alive. Gotta love the hustle. Kyrie Irving now 4 for 9. Sixers recovered. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Here's the step back. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The 76ers have the lead. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth quarter. This was a one-possession game at the break, but things went south from there.
But guess what, Ed? It's always a one-possession game. That's how you need to approach each possession in basketball. You can't score and then get back in the game 30 possessions later. You have to do it one possession at a time. Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Irving to Rozier. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Philadelphia with the basketball to Embiid. Got a piece to knock it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Rozier rocking the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Nothing going here on that drive. To McConnell. Fultz. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Rebound Marcus Morris. Irving with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4. From the painted area, won't go down. Fultz with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Embiid. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Fultz. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
I know the fans didn't get a chance to hear this during the break, but the coaches are wearing a mic for the broadcast. I heard a lot of arguing inside the huddle. It lets you know that the intensity level is pretty high going into the fourth.
Simmons to Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
There it is. Al Horford. 3 for 6 now.
Leadership's greatest values occurred in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
To Simmons. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
to Horford. Here's a chance from long range. He'll beat you time and time again. It's Horford with the three.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Boston with the basketball. Joel Embiid.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Oh, and we have a 5-second violation. Goes to the left side. Irving to Horford. For three. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. To Simmons. Horford.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Redick. Inside, he scores.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Ben Simmons at the line. First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving to Hayward. Joel Embiid sends it away. That's his first of the game. To Redick. 4-3. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. They're down big in this fourth quarter. And a chance here to empty their bench. Hayward. Irving to Hayward. Short jumper won't go down. Embiid to Redick. Gets it in the right corner. Simmons. That misses with 3 seconds left. Late heat to beat the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And how could I not mention all the shots they blocked in this one? You can see the confidence grow with each one, and it really fed into their success as a team. It was a pretty standout way to win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics.
track. Second chance points.
The Philadelphia 76ers did a fantastic job of closing out on the offensive boards. Even better, they were able to convert those opportunities into second chance points. These guys did an incredible job of being assertive once the ball was in the air.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid blocked plenty of shots, but the stat you don't see is how often he forced opposing shooters into tough shots that resulted in misses.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Boston Celtics. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.